And now let's start working on our eyes texture. And I think this will be the easiest and the shorter hand paint tutorial for all texture that we have made before. And you will see it and understand why in a minute. So for this texture, we need only one paint layer. So let's add it and let's call it hand paint. And let's pick our hand paint base brush and just start painting on our eyes to add more like a round shape to it. So let's pick some for the top highlight, more like a darker gray color, and just try to find a great highlight shape of our top reflection, like this one. It shouldn't be very precise for now, and always try to paint with few iteration in every hand paint, actually for every hand paint texture, from more average and base shapes to more details. So this will be our first iteration of highlights. This will be the top one. We just want to avoid the area where our AO of eye is located over here at the outline of the eye. And let's paint highlight from below, and let's pick more like a dark yellow or orange color, and let's paint the shape for the highlight from below. And this area I would like to add a little bit bigger, like something like this one. You shouldn't be super fancy, and some extra hand paint movement just by clicking on your digital tablet pen, and that's all. Like this one, maybe let's add more highlight over here. Yeah, that's okay, and just avoid the AO area of our eye. So this was the first iteration of the highlight. Let's add the second one. Let's pick this color and pick more brighter color, and so decrease the size of our brush a little bit and just start defining a little bit more bright paint, more bright area for our eyes, like this one. Yeah, I think it looks pretty good. Something like this one. Okay, let's repeat the same steps for our bottom part, and let's paint some. Just always try to find some really great random pattern for the reflection, so it looks more natural, like this one. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with the result, like this one. Okay, maybe add some extra highlights over here, maybe over here, maybe just paint more reflection from this side. Maybe let's decrease, and over here let's maybe add or erase some reflection from this area, and maybe erase over here and over here to add a little bit more of randomization to our pattern. And let's add, I hope, the last iteration with actually this super bright blinks for our eyes, that it looks like they are really glossy. So let's decrease the size a little bit, and just to paint like this one, highlights from below. Okay, and just a small highlight dots from this side, and just to maybe increase and blur this highlight a little bit, like this one. Maybe add some really shiny spots to our bottom reflection. So like this one, maybe decrease this area. Always try to pick the closest color to more smooth the reflection, like this one. Maybe just decrease this area, and let's repeat the same for the bottom highlights. I think the top one, actually, the top will be a little bit smaller. I don't know why. I just imagine like that the environment light from the top will be a little bit smaller, like this one, and just maybe smooth a little bit this highlights, maybe add some extra stuff over here, like this one. So yeah, you can actually play with this painting of reflection from our environment as long as you want. I hope you will get much better result than I, but because this is just for, I don't want to waste your time. This is only for tutorial. So yeah. Actually, I'm pretty happy with the result right now. So let's test it, what we have right now and what we get from the hand painting stuff. So disable, enable, disable, enable. As you can see with this really quick tips of iteration from more base to more detailed area, we've got a pretty good result, and now our eye looks really shiny and nice. And the one more thing that I want to add to our eyes to make it even more shiny and pretty, to add one more paint layer, for example, and let's call it highlight, for example, purple. Okay, and let's pick our hand paint soft brush, pick some purple color like this one. Okay, maybe like this one, purple, and just put some big spot, for example, over here, maybe over here. Okay, and just decrease the opacity to maybe not at 40, to maybe 20. Yeah, like this one. Okay, let's test it. Yeah, now eye looks more interesting and maybe random. Maybe let's decrease to, I don't know, to 15. You can play with it and add as many highlights as you want. Maybe let's, for example, add one more highlight, and let's call it highlight, I don't know, a pink. Okay, and just select a really bright pink color. Maybe just decrease the size of the brush a little bit like this one, and paint some pink right here, and let's decrease the visibility to, I don't know, to 10, something like this one. As you can see, this is not a super noticeable result, but in general, it gives us to our eyes like more shiny and nice look. So yeah, and maybe the only one more thing that I want to add to our eyes, it's a contrast luminosity filter. Let's drag and drop to our eyes folder and just play with the contrast a little bit, and just to remember that this scroller is super sensitive. So let's, for example, put it 0.05, and let's test the result. Let's zoom a little bit. It's on, off. Maybe it's too strong, 0.03. And yeah, I'm pretty happy with the result. In my opinion, it provides a little bit more popping up for our eyes, and it looks like a more glossy. So actually, this is it. I'm not pretty sure that we should add some brief to our eyes, because the texturing process is really simple and straightforward. But for instance, let's disable all our layers, and we start from the base color that we paint some highlights from the top and from below. And after that, we have add some highlight purple, blinks, and highlight pink. And after that, we just played a little bit with the contrast luminosity to add more shiny look to our eyes. So I think you will have a much better result than I do for your eyes. And yeah, I hope that this tutorial was useful for you, and see you in the next one, where we'll be working on our mud texture. So see you then. Bye.